Welcome to Subramani. I'm sure a lot of financial planners and MFDs and RIAs are going to curse me for saying this, but I see a lot of people keeping too much of an emergency fund, right? So it is not uncommon. I went to meet a friend and been friends for very long, and I said people keep such huge amounts for emergency. For a richer person, a lakh or 2 lakhs is okay, but why should you keep so much money in a savings bank account? His wife said, wait a minute, I'll show you my passbooks. So she was managing 3, 4, 5 passbooks. 5 passbook means 5 individuals, so about 7 or 8 accounts, right, including her children. Her brother-in-law was not married, so she was handling all that. And between all of that, they had 97 lakhs lying in savings bank account. How much was their monthly expense? Not more than 25,000-30,000 rupees. This I am talking some time back. But they lived a real simple life. So I said, why do you need a crore of rupees as an emergency cash? It is not a design product of keeping emergency cash. It is just default. They have earned money, they have not spent it, they have not invested it, so it is lying in a savings bank account. The question is, how much of this emergency money do you need? Well, it depends on each person, right? So suppose your father is a successful banker and is still working, and your mother is a successful doctor and she runs a very big practice. It means you're rich, you're privileged, good luck to you. More importantly, you don't need emergency cash. You know that these two people will keep a lot of emergency cash. For this kid, who's maybe say 22 years of age, 23 years of age, emergency cash is zero. He does not require any emergency cash. Now you take another boy in the same locality or another girl in the same locality. Father is a worker in a small school. It's a private sector school where he could perhaps lose his job. So there is insecurity there. His mother does household work and she has got a job. How much emergency money does she need to keep? Obviously she needs to keep much more, because she can't turn to her father or mother for money in case something were to happen. In fact, very high probability that they will turn to her and say, can you buy this for us? Can you pay for this? Or things like that. So if you have somebody who is keeping a lot of money at home and anyways available as an emergency fund, you have a credit card with a limit which is enough for you to pay for an emergency hospitalization. If you have a very old portfolio, somebody who has been investing for 15-20 years has an old portfolio, if you are working in a good company which will immediately take care of your medical requirements or will give you a loan if you have emergencies, all these things are your emergency cash, right? So you don't have to bother too much about how much cash to keep, because this cash does not come free. So if you keep even 25,000 rupees extra over a 10-year period, do you realize how much it can be? Or over a 30-year period, that will become about 4-5 lakhs in the market, right? So that is the price that you have paid for not being attentive enough to how much of cash do you need. Let us say you need 25,000-30,000 rupees for an emergency, but you say, okay, no, 25,000, no, because my household expenses are 25,000 or 30,000, or let's say 50,000, so I need to have at least 3 lakhs. Yes, that makes sense. But what if this person who should have had 3 lakhs has 97 lakhs, right? So 94 lakhs extra. The question is, on this 94 lakhs, even assuming a 10% return in equities for whatever it is worth over a long period of time, can you imagine how much money has been lost, right? So say 1 crore, 10% means 10 lakhs has been lost, and 10 lakhs will be lost next year. So the cumulative effect of that, right? So if you take all that into account, then you have to decide how much of emergency cash to keep. How much do I have in my credit card? Will my boss really help in case I need money? Which means, will my company help? It's not a personal thing. So knowing all that and putting it together and finding out whether you are willing to pay that kind of a price, in the sense that do you want to give up on opportunities of making money in the market, whether through mutual funds or through direct equity, and keep a huge corpus so that you can sleep tight at night? look, every decision that we make, there is some opportunity cost. Whether should I live in India, should I live in Dubai, should I live in the US, everything there is opportunity cost. So I went off to Dubai, I missed the Indian boom. I went off to US, I missed the Gulf boom. Anything is possible, right? Later on. So everything has an opportunity cost. Having cash in hand with nothing to do, simply because you need it for an emergency, is a good idea. You must need, but see how much you must, see how much you really need, keep it accordingly, because this cash that you are keeping doesn't come free, right? Thank you.